Picture this.
The land of 10,000 lakes, a state of over 90,000 miles of shoreline.
The place where Scotch tape, the stapler, and snowmobile were all invented.
The location of the first open heart surgery and the opening of the nation's first Better Business Bureau.
People of Minnesota are innovative and educated, filled with passion and skills.
We are Southwest Minnesota State University, located in Marshall, Minnesota.
Picture this. A group of entrepreneurial young minds shaping the world of today and tomorrow by transforming opportunities into real, sustainable progress. A group of students dedicated to implementing their knowledge and skills to empower those in need.
The time for change is now. We are
SMSU Enactus.
Picture this, a business on the brink of bankruptcy, feeling the effects of lacking basic business concepts, putting the owner's livelihoods at stake.
Picture this, a community lacking the infrastructure to go green by reducing 66% of waste.
Picture this, 65 million people considered menaces to society, struggling to obtain the resources needed to turn their lives around.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, but sometimes 1,000 words is not enough. By using entrepreneurial action to empower people to improve their livelihoods in an economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable way, we are improving the picture of tomorrow today. Please join us on this journey to picture this.
For your convenience, today's presentation will follow the criteria on your judging sheet. Seeing opportunity, enabling progress, and taking entrepreneurial action. Be looking for the 5 asset category symbols throughout our video.
Picture this, you are struggling to pay the bills, earning less than $4 an hour, ending each day overwhelmed with stress. To most of us, this doesn't sound like the American dream.
66% of all startup businesses fail. But what does it take to be a part of the potential 34%?
Meet Carrie and Renee, the owners of So Wearable Designs. In 2012, they fulfilled their lifelong dream of becoming entrepreneurs. They founded a small custom apparel company due to their love of working with people and clothing.
So Wearable Designs had all the right pieces for a dazzling outfit, but not the proper wardrobe for business success.
When we first met the owners, they were unsure of their financial position. After conducting a needs assessment, we were shocked to discover in 2013 the business lost $58,000.
Not only were they lacking financial literacy, they were also deficient in basic business decision-making skills and the understanding of profit margins. They were reselling some of their products at a price that didn't even cover the cost. We learned that they had sold a piece of machinery that resulted in the loss of $35,000.
Record keeping was a serious issue. They were not tracking client history or product inventory. This caused delay in order processing and hindered development of relationships with customers.
Another huge issue was the lacking of sales and marketing knowledge. Our needs assessment uncovered that a marketing plan was non-existent. Their website was in shambles and they had never defined their target market.
Picture that.
By taking entrepreneurial action, we created a 4-step plan that will empower Carrie and Renee to become better business owners and improve their picture of success.
Step 1. We realized financial literacy was essential. We partnered with the SMSU Small Business Development Center for training. Working in tandem, we were able to help Carrie and Renee clean up their records and implement proper accounting methods using QuickBooks.
They discovered $10,000 in unneeded costs. Also, 2015 will be the first year all their finances will be properly allocated. As we know, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
Step 2. Improving business skills. The business was currently outsourcing their screen printing orders, cost them $8,000. We calculated the return on investment of purchasing a screen printing machine, and the break-even point will occur in 30 months.
Retail is in the detail. We analyzed their production process and manufacturing layout.
We were overjoyed when we received the SAM SEPA for small business, as well as the Coca-Cola Uncapped Opportunities for Women Project Partnerships, totaling $3,000.
Knowledge is power. To increase knowledge on using a screen printing machine, we sent the owners to an apparel conference. At the conference, they gained an increased understanding of how to operate machinery as well as enhance their network.
This increase in knowledge will be a big step towards uncapping some future opportunities for these women.
Step 3. Some say records are made to be broken. We say records are made to be kept.
We created a CRM system. We also developed a new method of inventory and a new price quoting tool. This will ensure they will have an understanding of cost and profit margins.
Step 4. Sales and marketing can be the difference between surviving and thriving. We created a thorough marketing plan that focused on 3 key elements: a defined target market, an e-commerce website, and improved advertising efforts.
First, we did market research to define the target market of So Wearable Designs. With this information, we created a 12-month plan with tasks on specific dates related to marketing.
Second, we created an e-commerce website that includes information on product offerings as well as logos they have the licensing rights to produce. Through this effort, they were able to appeal to customers not only domestically, but also internationally. Now, they even have customers all the way in Australia.
Lastly, we improved advertising efforts. We used web and social media platforms to spread awareness. Even with retaining their 2014 advertising budget of 3% of their income, they will be able to reach 4,000 more people this year.
That's what we like to see.
Was this project successful? Here are sustainable project outcomes.
Educational materials provided at the DAX Apparel Conference, empowering female business owners to run a successful, sustainable business.
Consulting from the Small Business Development Center on QuickBooks led to a full year of properly allocated finances.
Their total income in 2014 was $76,000, a 233% increase from the previous year.
Their Facebook post reach improved by 111,000%, their page like increased 5,000%, and their post engagement increased 100%.
We slashed their cost of goods sold by $10,000 through improving production efficiency, adding insulation, and eliminating a design studio from their website.
We directly empowered 2 women to improve their livelihoods in a sustainable way.
Picture that.
Picture this. You walk out the front door. Trash everywhere. The smell is overbearing. You wonder how it got to be this way.
In 2014, the U.S. produced 250 million tons of trash and compostable material that ended up in 3,500 landfills. But what can be done to solve this? According to the U.S. EPA, if Minnesota were fully compostable, they would cut emissions by nearly 1 million metric tons each year. Composting could reduce the size of landfills by 66%.
Picture that.
Our goal is to help our community be as environmentally conscious as possible. To ensure we are doing this, we conducted a needs assessment. We organized waste audits at businesses and schools.
Through daily sampling, we sorted the material into 3 categories: garbage, recycling, and compostable material. We sorted through 200 pounds of waste, and we were blown away by the results of our needs assessment.
We discovered that 80% of the 200 pounds was compostable. That's a whopping 160 pounds of compostable material that can be reused.
How could this compostable material be reused? This drove us to conduct another needs assessment. We found out Marshall did not currently have a fully functioning compost facility.
Our research showed the most low-cost, effective use of this compost material was for fertilizer. Our next job was to find someone in need of this much fertilizer.
Meet Alan Bakke, founder of Community Blooms, Marshall's community gardens, which provides foods for the food shelf and low-income families. They have 5 acres but are only able to use 1 due to production costs. Last year, that 1 acre, they grew 14,000 pounds of produce.
Our situation analysis showed the highest cost to sustain the garden was fertilizer. They were spending 50% of their budget on fertilizing.
We were faced with 2 complex problems: where to break down the 40,000 pounds of compostable material, and how to assist Community Blooms become more sustainable by tapping into the 4 unused acres of land available.
Picture that.
By taking entrepreneurial action, we were able to see opportunity to address 2 problems and create 1 innovative solution.
There is 2 things that businesses and schools that are due to make this possible.
1, we had to empower the people producing the waste by training them how to properly sort through the material.
2, after they had sorted through the material, it had to be transported to a facility. This created 2 jobs for individuals in the community to transport the compost.
Community Blooms had 3 things they had to do to make it feasible. They had to allocate space for the compost. Once they had secured the space, SMSU Enactus designed a composting facility.
They had to maintain the compost by watering and turning it. This created 2 additional jobs for individuals in the community.
Lastly, Community Blooms had to decide what to do with the compostable material. Their decisions included using the compost as fertilizer, selling the fertilizer, and expansion.
So, what did we do next? Obviously, we went to Jamaica.
Last year, we built gardens and greenhouses in Jamaica. This year, to enhance those projects, we added composting facilities.
Jamaica is moving towards an initiative of Eat What You Grow and Grow What You Eat. We worked with the children's home and developed 2 on-site composts. Then, we trained the children on the process of composting. They will use the natural fertilizer for their gardens and greenhouse.
We were thrilled to take this project internationally.
Picture that.
Was this project successful? Here are our sustainable project outcomes.
By taking action and seeing opportunity, we improve livelihoods by reducing waste. We will divert 40,000 pounds of waste, which will cut CO2 emissions by 1.4 million pounds.
We created 4 jobs and cut production costs by 50%.
We are empowering those in need to produce 40,000 pounds of reusable fertilizer.
Lastly, we increase the knowledge of 400 students about environmental consciousness and how to reduce waste.
This project directly improved the livelihoods of these individuals in an economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable way.
Picture that!
Picture this. You have been unemployed for 5 years. Within the last month, you've applied for countless jobs. All of your efforts seem to be leading to rejection. You don't want to fall back into your old ways. Can you even imagine being in these shoes?
Being in these shoes is more common than you would think. 1 out of every 4 individuals is labeled this way. Who are these people? Individuals with a criminal record that shows up on a background check. Nearly 67% of them will return to prison within 3 years if they remain unemployed.
Individuals with a criminal record on their background are not the only people affected. In Minnesota, the average taxpayer to cost to house an inmate is $41,360 per inmate per year.
Picture that.
With all those obstacles, what does it take to obtain employment with a criminal record on a background check?
Our needs assessment showed that unemployment was not the only issue. To truly tackle the problem of recidivism, personal development is necessary.
We narrowed down the issue to the lacking of resources in 3 main areas: employment, education, and personal development.
Being unemployed is only one component of the issue. Another contribution is not having the adequate resources to change your employment status.
Things like needing a phone to contact employers, needing a ride to work, and lacking business professional clothing can all be barriers toward success.
All these findings propelled us to create The Right Direction, a program that helps individuals with a criminal record or troubled past obtain employment, personally develop, and enhance their livelihoods.
To help bring this picture into focus, you'll hear various stories from our clients who are part of our target audience.
You know, I used to be a big alcoholic a couple years ago. Went to prison, and I'm a 4-time felon. You know, I was going nowhere fast.
I got my first crime when I was 11, and my last crime is when I was 17. I went to prison for it, and it made me really realize that nothing's worth that. Your freedom, your life, basically.
We developed a 4-stage program to help address these issues in depth.
Stage 1, getting in touch with our clients. We produced and distributed marketing materials to social workers, halfway houses, and treatment centers, as well as other locations in our community of 14,000 people.
Stage 2, conducting a needs assessment. We interview clients to create short, intermediate, and long-term goals. We learn about their skills, interests, and more about their past. At this time, potential job opportunities are discussed.
We developed a network of 50 businesses willing to hire our clients. We are always receptive to our clients' needs while expanding our business network. 30 of our clients have jobs.
Stage 3, utilization of services. Our program is not just limited to obtaining employment. Our job isn't done when they get theirs. We encourage our clients to utilize our 20 services in 3 main areas: employment, education, and personal development.
Employment services include resume building, interview training, and obtaining licensing and certification needed for employment.
Educational services include enrollment in school, financial literacy training, and healthy lifestyle education, including discounted gym memberships and nutritional meal plan assistance from a trained dietitian.
Our clients will also have access to the produce grown at the Community Blooms Garden.
Personal development services include access to child care assistance, potential housing opportunities, and help enrolling in treatment.
To enhance these pictures further, hear these testimonials from our clients that have improved their livelihoods.
I own my own house, I own my own vehicles. I now have a job that pays me $63,000 a year. And it's all because of a little bit of help.
Enactus is one of the first things that actually really got me motivated to want to work again. I'm doing good, you know, started a family, and financially I'm stable, and it's helping a lot.
Stage 4, create a customized ongoing success plan. We created a handbook that had agreements, information, and a list of services we offer.
We understand staying in the right direction is an ongoing process to avoid recidivism. This is done to keep clients on track, address any concerns that may arise, and to continue to empower their growth through our program.
We continue to expand the right direction. Our program is based on building relationships. We find what truly makes our clients tick to put them in a position to succeed.
We develop partnerships with treatment centers, halfway houses, rehab facilities, government agencies, penitentiaries, the Southwest Minnesota Mental Health Association, and a consortium of 20 counties in Minnesota.
We have worked with probation officers, drug court members, lawyers, judges, police officers, and social workers. We are continuing to build our network every day.
All of these individuals were blown away at the uniqueness of our program. After one presentation, an individual stated, and I quote, "Soon you will have more funding than you know what to do with."
The very next week, we were thrilled to receive the Walmart Women's Economic Empowerment and the Unilever Bright Future Project partnerships totaling $3,000.
Our vision for the future is to become our own separate nonprofit. We have a proven process, a concrete network, and the burning passion for empowering people to find the right direction.
Picture that.
Was this project successful? Here are sustainable project outcomes.
We have given our 40 clients a professional network of 50 business partners. 4 clients have enrolled into college.
With the resources we provided, 3 clients have been able to start a family with their new lifestyles.
Our 20 services have increased our clients' community involvement. We have provided them access to transportations, options for housing, enrollment and treatment, and discounted phones, which all can improve their livelihoods while removing barriers towards success.
The average annual salary of our clients is $30,000. With 30 clients employed, that's $900,000 of income generated annually.
The cost of housing an inmate in Minnesota is $41,360 per year. With 40 clients out of the system of recidivism, that is saving taxpayers $1.6 million per year.
Picture that!
This year, we have used our skills to create 3 diverse projects that empower people to improve their livelihoods in an economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable way.
Our projects are a great mix of what Enactus represents, seeing opportunity and taking action. That is what truly defines us.
Picture this!
A thriving business earning $120,000 a year, living the American dream.
Picture this!
A community with the infrastructure to go green, reducing waste by 66% through composting, helping the community bloom.
Picture this!
An individual on the fast track of success, earning $30,000 annually, employed, educated, and empowered to be out of the system for good. No longer a menace to society, now a mentor to society.
Picture this!
A group of entrepreneurial young minds changing the world.
We are
SMSU Enactus.